The program is still Good Morning Anambra, and this is welcoming us to...
So the next segment of the program where we talk about issues that have been bothering us as humans, the nation, and the country at large. And of course, you know, we don't do this alone, because we have
a guest in the studio.
A very important personality.
In the studio.
You know, a man I respect so much, a learned person, a man of the people. And he's actually here this morning to, help us with the topic we'll be discussing this morning. All
right, we have our focus this morning is on 2019 INEC and CVR exercise. You know, there's this news going on that INEC will be rounding off the CVR next month by 17th, I think, to be precise. Yes. And that's what is bringing us here to really know what we should do.
Yes, because if you actually look at the law of the land, they shouldn't be halting that process next month. It should probably be 30 days to election, and now they were like 60 days. And now, but this is a whole lot of over 5 months.
Anyway, we are going to find out, why they are actually doing this on this platform. And of course, what we should do as a people, because according to statistics, a lot of these discrepancies here and there, as people from this part of the country, what we need to do to make sure that we register before that time. Now we have in the studio Honorable Pete Ibida. Honorable Pete Ibida is the member representing Njikoka 2 constituency in the State House of Assembly. Honorable, we are glad to have you in the studio.
My pleasure. Morning. Thank you so much.
And you're looking very, very different. And let me use the word handsome. Dope. I use that word dope.
All right, we're glad to have you in the studio. Now, when we talk about...
And you guys look delectable.
All right, thank you very much.
Sir. INEC, saying they want to round off the exercise, that's continuous voter registration exercise by next month. What's your assessment of that rounding off of that exercise?
Before you answer this particular question, I think it's just going to be nice for you to tell us how it's been in the House, how has work been in the House, how the people you're representing in Njikoka 2 constituency, how are they feeling your impact, in the House?
Thank you so much. The Anambra State House of Assembly is you can see that we are synergizing very effectively with the executive and with the judiciary. And that is why the three arms of government are on top and achieving trajectories. And the law bills being passed, motions which are resolutions, and of course there is peace. That gives us peace in the state. And that is why, of course, His Excellency is exploring in the arena of peace and then achieving the much he's doing, achieving much trajectory in the state. And because where the peace is sacrosanct, you know that progress is, of course, guaranteed. Then in my constituency, of course, my people are happy. My people are so happy because I attract a lot of infrastructural amenities, attracted roads, attracted street lights, and then, of course, for my constituency projects, I'm a chairman House Committee on Trade, Commerce, and Industry. And of course, knowing that our people, the grassroots, the major thing you can use to satisfy or impress the grassroots or make them happy or carry them along is to touch them where it pinches them. And that is market. Market, everybody goes to market. So I built markets in Aba. Lock up shops, open stores.
Honorable, I think we can go on and on.
So my people are so happy with me. They're excited. And that is why they all ask me to go back.
And continue representing them. Now she asked the question.
As a politician now, this call to end the CVR, what's your assessment of that?
I feel, first of all, that it's like defranchising the people. The people have rights to, of course, anchor on patriotism. But the people have right to vote, register and vote. And where people are queuing up to register, and at the end of the day, there's no time to register all the people that are itching to be registered. And of course, people that are of age. Then it becomes unfortunate. This one, they are doing it intermittently. It's not supposed to be so. And it's no longer continuous exercise. Okay. It's no longer continuous. It's intermittent exercise. You do today, tomorrow you stop, tomorrow you continue, you stop. It's supposed to be continuous. And of course, a lot of things are modeled up.
Continuous in the sense that if they begin by January, it should be up and on.
Of course, until, in fact, it's virtually see that you have exhausted the people in the field, people who are eager to register, so that people don't get disenfranchised.
And according to 2010 Electoral Act, as amended, yes, that they have it's 30 days to the time.
That exactly.
You know, and INEC went on to say that they are giving 60 days and ending it next month. I don't know, is it up to 60 days or 30 days, as the case may be?
In fact, INEC should encourage the people to register so that they will be able to go and vote. And from there, and that is even a way of inspiring the people, inspiring the system, energizing the system, and of course, obeying the 2010 Electoral Act as amended, which says that it should be 30 days to that election. So why now it's like they are subverting the rule. They are subverting the law. It's an infraction on the law. It is, of course, an infringement on the law. And that should not be coming from such an empire. Okay. So my advice is that they should please be more robust.
That's on the part of INEC now. INEC.
Yes.
You know,
INEC should be more robust.
You talked about them encouraging the people to go and register. And now sometimes people, you know, even when they are given much time, you will still see people that will not come out to register. You know,
having this.
But I tell you, that was before. That was before, when people felt that even after registering, that their votes were not counted. But now this time that they have realized, they have seen that votes are being reasonably counted, that there is an improvement in the elections. I give kudos to INEC on that, especially what we experienced in Anambra State in the last governorship election. I give kudos to them. In fact, God will exalt all those people who made it possible. Okay. So, but be that as it may, the people have started showing interest. People are very interested in registering now, and trooping out in my local government in Jikoka, and of course precisely my constituency in Jikoka too.
Sorry, let's see who is here before we go on. Hello, good morning. Oh, we lost that. Go on, sir.
In Jikoka too. In fact, I've sponsored a lot of both consumables and logistics to make it possible for these people to work. They don't have logistics in place to enable them to perform. They don't have consumables, even ink, no generator. I bought generator the other time for them.
For INEC?
Of course. I don't know whether this should be of record. So INEC should provide logistics for the workers, because they can be cap in hand working. No ink, they can't print, no papers.
Sorry, let's see. Hello. Please, when you call us, tune down the volume of your television so we can communicate effectively here. All right,
so it is important that they become more organized and provide the logistics, provide consumables, so that the workers, when they enter the field, they will be able to perform.
You know, sorry, you said something about them not having logistics to register the people. How could that be in the first place?
If they are coming to your town to register or your ward, they look for people to provide transport, right? It's everywhere. I mean, the House of Assembly, and all our members complain, and they provide this logistics. So it's not just, you sympathize with the workers, of course. You sympathize with them.
But then again, that actually brings me to the next question. Well, do you think this is a deliberate act? Because ever since this CVR exercise has started, lots of complaint. There are some parts of the country where it's going smoothly, and there's some other parts it's not going out. There's this report we're actually discussing this morning about lots of people in the north are actually, have registered.
Yes, and that is why we are also we are very clamorous of full-blown democracy and, of course, federalism. Okay. When there is full-blown federalism, comprehensive federalism, where the power at the center will have to be decentralized to the states, and then local governments, then people at the grassroots would have a real feel of democracy and the dividends. What I'm saying is that they have the logistics problem, they have technology problem, because in the technology angle of it, you see that I am in Onitsha, living in Enugu, for instance. It's difficult for me to come down to my community to register. Okay. That they call it online registration. Online is supposed to be online. Okay. If we are copying the whites, let us copy them rightly.
And someone was actually talking about something like that.
If I'm from Nimo town and I'm living in Enugu, I should be able to register in Enugu.
Hello,
and to reflect that I am from my ward.
What's your name? What's your name?
Hello?
Eddie,
yeah, we can hear you.
Welcome from Enugu.
Yeah, calling from Enugu.
Go ahead.
Good morning, Maya.
Good morning, you're welcome.
Honorable in the house.
Good morning, dear.
I want to chip in one or two things.
Go ahead.
I want to say that the continuous voters registration exercise, that our representatives at the House of Assembly, for instance, the man representing Njikoka 1, Timothy Fedora, my representative, you people should make out time and go down to your constituency, to the area you are representing. For instance, Peter is representing Njikoka 2. You can go down to your constituency level and try to enlighten the people on why they should go and get their CVR, the importance of getting the CVR. The people need enlightenment. The woman in the village, the man in the village may not know the importance of this CVR. So I think our representatives at the House of Assembly should go down to their constituency and talk to people and tell people why they should register the importance of this CVR. That's one point. Two, I don't understand what you mean, Honorable, by that the INEC do not have logistics. And I know there is budget for INEC every year. For instance, the president has just proposed to the National Assembly budget for 2019 elections, billions of naira. So what are they doing this morning? You people that are in this year and the legislation should do something about that. For your oversight function, you then tell them and make sure that if money is provided to INEC, they should utilize the money and make better use of that money. That's what I want to continue.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. If you had listened earlier, Honorable was talking about when he visits his constituency and provided some logistics
and some
INEC. And I think that's why he said that INEC, they are provided with funds. What actually are they doing with these funds?
And he fails to know that we don't have legislative powers to oversight that.
It should be coming from the
National Assembly.
But then again, that's why I asked, is this a deliberate act? Is this really also happening in the North? Because, they could just come and probably not get this logistics, not because they cannot bring it, but because probably
before anything comes down to Southeast, half of it
is gone.
Has disappeared. That is the problem. I don't know what happens, but what I am certain is that most often they don't have logistics, they don't have consumables.
Okay, let's see what's on the screen. Talking about them having what to work with. Are these part of them?
And look at this. That card you see, before 6 months, it has faded.
Yes,
even the waterproof
agreed.
is gone. And I tell you, it is important to improve on the quality of the PVC. And then it is important to improve on the time lag between the time you issue out the TVC and the time you issue out the PVC. Because if at the end of the day, most people during the election, they don't even get their PVCs.
Yeah.
So it's as bad as that. So they should try and improve on their technology. Like I was saying before, banks, go to bank at a Koka and you open accounts, it reflects in all the branches of that bank.
Okay.
And you can have any transaction in any of the branches of the bank.
Okay.
But in this case, we know it's online, it doesn't happen. The central system, we're supposed to be the collection body, the central body for anybody that registers anywhere. If I'm in Enugu, I should be able to stay in Enugu and register in my ward in Nimo.
And it reflects.
And it will reflect.
Okay.
So that is what it's supposed to be. And that is what is obtained in the Western world.
Okay, now, INEC are giving excuses of the reason why they want to end the CVR next month, 17th to be precise. And part of the reason is that they needed to suspend it in order to complete the procedures required of data processing, productions, and distribution of the PVCs ahead of the 2019 general election. And I'm is this a reason cogent enough, to stop the registration by next month?
I don't think it's cogent enough because it does not favor the people. The most important thing is what you do to favor the people so that you don't disfranchise the people. They shouldn't. That's why I said they should improve in their technology. They should improve in their computer system. So
now, having been to your wards, I don't know whether most people have been able to register, and people that registered, whether they've been able to pick their cards. Looking at the screen, I think these are some of the people that went to see if their registration was successful. And I think some of them had one issue or the other. What's your take on that? And what are you doing as a representative?
Yes, I have. That's why I'm very friendly with the hardworking EO in my local government. Okay. He's very hardworking, and I see his problems. And that's why I say I feel for them, and then of course provide some of the logistics for them. I reach out to them and provide, even in the towns, in some wards. I also send some people that will help in sorting out this matter.
Can you boldly say that enough people have registered?
No. This time people have shown reasonable interest, and most of the people are coming out and registering. And I can testify that the EO and his team in my local government are working assiduously, and people are cooperating. My local government transition chairman is also helping. Yes. And then the councillors, many of them are on their toes. But unfortunately, there are a lot of hiccups. That's why I say the technology is still poor. You come to maybe someone that wants to transfer because he's ignorant about double registration. He comes to register, to pretend that he never registered. It's not everybody. There are very many vulnerables. It's not everybody that is so exposed, so educated. So they come to register, and of course register, and it becomes double registration. Yeah. The system is supposed to reject such finger trip. Immediately.
If it's
to show that it's really
but it should be. That's exactly what we're talking about.
So the configuration should be improved such that once go to embassy, go to international airport and things like that. Once you put your finger, there is any problem, it will show immediately.
All right, Honorable, for want of time, we don't have much time again. Now, we know from recent report released of voters that are duly registered in Nigeria, the South is seen to be lowest at the moment. I don't know, as a way of summary, what you should tell Ndi Anambra concerning the continuous voter registration before the expiration of August 17th.
So a lot of albatross. A lot of things are inimical to this problem. And number one, you know that our people are basically.
You can equally say the implications, of not
yes, I'll come to the cause first, before the implications.
Okay.
Our people are cosmopolitans. Igbos, generally. That's the Southeasterners are cosmopolitans. You see majority of them living in Kano. Many of them living in Lagos, Port Harcourt, and so on. And forming the thick population of these cities. And so asking them to come to home and register is a problem.
Okay.
Right? He will tell you he cannot leave his shop or his business to come down to the east to register. And of course, that is where the number continues to diminish. Okay. And the other one continues to soar. Because they are in Lagos, they're in Port Harcourt, and all that. So they register there, and the population there continues to improve. So, and our number here continues to diminish. So, like me in Port Harcourt, of course, it's because I try to be a little bit more patriotic than some of us. I moved from Port Harcourt that time to come to my community to register. But initially, I was interested in registering in Port Harcourt. So, and if I had registered in Port Harcourt, it could have been a problem.
All right,
so it is important. So my advice to people is that please, they should be more patriotic than they are. And of course, INEC should develop a technology to be able to register people that even are domiciliary in various cities, and it will reflect in their local works.
All right. Thank you so much, Honorable. We appreciate you for coming.
Many thanks for joining us on the program, this segment today, INEC and CVR. I want to believe that Ndi Anambra has heard, of course, what he's told us today. Let's go out and register and make it possible for us to also get our PVC and get ready for 2019 elections.
And it's been great having Honorable Pete Ibida, a member representing Njikoka 2 constituency in the State Assembly in the studio. We so much appreciate you, sir. Until some other time.